I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wake up, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. To finish up this Sunday, we might save the best for last, and off we go here in the wild card round. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down 10 at their own 22-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. As this complete to Woods. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Rodgers. A short one there to Firewall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. That's to the left side where he's got Burns. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Murray off play action. That ball caught by Harrison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rodgers going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and he picked up the first down.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And again, it's Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Kept the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren from 17 yards out. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab them. To get to the front. I want the money to pass the moolah to
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for a Las
Murray
Vegas.
now. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
It leads to
Well, nearly
second
another
and 10.
interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
They try the left side with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know, it really fires up offensive linemen. When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Rodgers. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a big D-line that almost had it. But third down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw is Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. 2nd and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray steps away. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Austin brings in the quick throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half for the NFL playoffs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now it's Rodgers. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Raiders 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Vegas. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. That's to Bowers once again. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
And from the 34, here's second and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. Rolling to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun, Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And it is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Raiders 17.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch do it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage.
There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 59 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly feels that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? And maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Murray off play action. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Thomas. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get them back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
42. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his big tight end here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on